to welcome you to our tour today. For those of you who don't know me very well, my name is Kelsey and I am originally from Chicago. And my husband and I moved to Valencia, Spain last February. We're loving it, it's beautiful, and I have been taking quite a few trips lately, so this is one of the beautiful places that I am so excited to bring you to. So let's go ahead and get started. Welcome to Bétera. Nestled amidst the picturesque landscapes of Valencian countryside, just a stone's throw away from the vibrant city of Valencia, lies the quaint and inviting town of Bétera. With its roots tracing back to ancient times, Bétera boasts a rich history, blending the remnants of its Moorish past with the charms of contemporary Spanish life. As we wander through its narrow cobblestone streets and bask in the warm Mediterranean sun, we'll discover a place where tradition and modernity seamlessly intertwine, offering visitors a glimpse into the heart and soul of rural Spain. From its historic monuments to its lush parks and welcoming community, Bétera beckons travelers to immerse themselves in its unique blend of culture, heritage, and natural beauty. Whether you're seeking a peaceful retreat or an adventure off the beaten path, Bétera promises an unforgettable experience that will captivate your senses and leave you longing to return again and again. Welcome to Bétera, where every corner tells a story and every moment is filled with warmth and hospitality. Let's explore Bétera. Spain's location is a key factor that has shaped its history, culture, and geopolitical significance. Situated in southwestern Europe, the Iberian Peninsula, where Spain is located, has been a crossroads of civilizations for millennia. Spain's strategic location has made it a melting pot of cultures and a stage for numerous historical events. Phoenicians, Carthaginians, Romans, Visigoths, and Moors have all left their mark on this region. The Moorish occupation of Spain from the 8th to the 15th centuries profoundly influenced its architecture, science, and culture. Spain's location was also instrumental in the Age of Exploration, which was a launching point for voyages to the Americas, leading to its emergence as a global colonial power. Spain's location at the crossroads of Europe and Africa and its proximity to the Atlantic Ocean and Mediterranean Sea have significant geopolitical importance. It has played a crucial role in trade, exploration, and the exchange of ideas between Europe, Africa, and the Americas. Today, Spain's location makes it a vital getaway for trade and tourism, connecting Europe with North Africa and serving as a bridge between cultures. Spain's geographical statistics highlight its diverse landscapes and features. It is the second largest country in the European Union by area, and it has over 5,000 kilometers or 3,100 miles of coastline along the Atlantic and Mediterranean. The Pyrenees Mountains to the north form a natural border with France, and the Strait of Gibraltar, a narrow waterway, separates Spain from Morocco in Africa. Some fun facts for you about locations in Spain. The Balearic Islands. Spain's location includes the Balearic Islands, a popular tourist destination in the Mediterranean. These islands, including Majorca, Ibiza, and Menorca, offer stunning beaches and a vibrant nightlife. We also have the Canary Islands. Spain governs the Canary Islands, which are located off the northwest coast of Africa. These islands are known for their unique landscapes, including volcanic terrain and diverse flora and fauna. The Spanish enclaves of Africa. Spain maintains two small enclaves on the African continent, Ceuta and Melilla, which are located in the northern coast of Morocco. Their location has led to a complex political and cultural interaction. Cultural fusion. Spain's location has resulted in a rich fusion of cultures and cuisines. Elements of Moorish, Jewish, and Christian cultures can be seen in its architecture, art, and cuisine. It does have a diverse climate. Spain's geography contributes to a wide range of climates, from the Mediterranean climate along the eastern coast to the arid conditions of central Spain and the temperate climate in the north. Spain's location has been a central element in its historical, cultural, and geopolitical development. It continues to be a dynamic and influential nation at the crossroads of Europe, Africa, and the Americas, with a rich heritage shaped by its strategic position. As we walk, let's talk a little bit about the Spanish lifestyle. The lifestyle in Spain is deeply influenced by the country's rich history, which spans millennia. Spain's history includes Roman, Moorish, Christian, and other cultural influences, resulting in a diverse and unique way of life. For centuries, Spain was a global colonial power, shaping its culture and traditions, and today it remains a vibrant and dynamic nation with a lifestyle that reflects its complex past. The Spanish lifestyle gives great importance to family, community, and leisure. Sounds good, doesn't it? The concept of familia, as they say here, is central, with extended families often living close together and frequently gathering for meals and celebrations. I have a friend who is over 30 and still lives with his parents. He says he will move out when he meets the person he wants to marry. It is common here for young people to live with their parents until they move in with their future spouse. Spanish communities, from small villages to large cities, often have a strong sense of local identity, and festivals and traditions play a vital role in bringing people together. Spain boasts a Mediterranean lifestyle, so this is known for its emphasis on leisure, so siesta culture, a strong work-life balance, a really nice quality of life. Spain's climate and geography contribute to this lifestyle, though, with many Spaniards enjoying outdoor activities like hiking, swimming, and outdoor dining. Most people here eat their meals outside on a daily basis. Statistics indicate that Spain has one of the highest life expectancies in the world, partly attributed to its Mediterranean diet and relaxed pace of life. Stress is a huge indicator, and here there's not a lot of it. The siesta tradition. As we spoke about, the siesta, which is the short afternoon nap, is a famous part of Spanish life. Many businesses close for a few hours in the afternoon to allow people to escape the heat and recharge, emphasizing this value of rest and relaxation. Spain is also renowned for its culinary culture, which goes beyond paella and tapas, although they are delicious. Each region has its own specialty dishes, such as Catalonia's seafood paella, Basque country's pinchos, and Andalusia's gazpacho, the cold tomato soup. Spain is also known for its vibrant festivals and traditions, including La Tomatina, the world's largest tomato fight, Semana Santa, which is the Holy Week processions, and the running of the bulls in Pamplona. These various festivals are just part of Spain's vibrant but relaxed way of life. Late dining is also something of note. It's common for Spaniards to have dinner late into the evening, often well past 9 or 10 p.m. This allows for extended socializing and a leisurely approach to meals. Spain's favorable climate also encourages this outdoor lifestyle. Like we talked about, sidewalk cafes, park, and plazas are bustling with activity year-round, making it easy to enjoy the fresh air and sunshine while you have tapas or your evening meal with your family. Spaniards also have a strong sense of regional identity. This can be seen in their regional languages, the traditions, and the cuisines. Catalonia, the Basque Country, Galicia, and other regions have distinct cultures within Spain. Not to mention the language. The Spanish language is not just a means of communication, it's an integral part of the Spanish lifestyle. The importance of family and community is often reflected in the language's use of familiar and formal forms of address. The Spanish lifestyle is a harmonious blend of tradition and modernity, with a strong focus on family, community, and enjoying life's pleasures. Its rich cultural tapestry, diverse regional identities, and celebration of leisure and culinary delights make it a captivating and vibrant way of life. Earlier, I promised you some details on the siesta. So, let's get into it and explore this relaxing Spanish tradition. The siesta is a short afternoon nap, or rest, and it has its roots right here in Spain. Its name comes from the Latin word sexta, which means the sixth hour, counting from sunrise, as it was traditionally observed around midday. The siesta became ingrained in Spanish culture due to Spain's climate, where daytime temperatures around midday can soar, especially in the southern regions. Taking a break during the hottest part of the day helped people avoid the scorching sun. One of the primary reasons for the siesta was to escape the oppressive midday heat, allowing people to rest, eat, and recharge before returning to work. The siesta also influenced the daily rhythm of life in Spain, with businesses and shops traditionally closing for a few hours in the afternoon to accommodate this tradition. In recent years, Spain has seen changes in its siesta culture. Urbanization, modern work patterns, and a desire for greater work efficiency have led to a decline in the practice and the tradition of the siesta. It can vary widely, region to region. In some areas, it's still quite common, while in others, it's less prevalent. Napping benefits, though, have been proven here in Spain. The siesta's benefits include improved alertness and productivity, as a short nap can help combat afternoon drowsiness. While the siesta is most closely associated with Spain, midday napping is a common practice in many cultures worldwide, such as a power nap in Japan, China, and even in the US. Some Spanish towns and regions celebrate the siesta with festivals, games, and contests dedicated to napping. Now that is a contest I would like to join. In contemporary Spain, however, the traditional siesta is often shorter than in the past, typically only lasting 20 to 30 minutes. It's still considered a valuable break during the workday, but now it's more focused on spending time with your family and recharging rather than actually going to sleep. The siesta is a cultural tradition rooted here in Spain, historically important for escaping the midday heat. While its observance has evolved over time due to changing lifestyles, it still remains a fascinating aspect of Spanish culture and a topic of interest for those exploring the country's traditions and for those who are a little drowsy. While you're exploring, you might hear a few words of English, but in general, in Spain, Spanish is the most widely spoken language. In fact, Spanish is one of the most widely spoken languages in the world. It is native to over 460 million people, making it the second most spoken native language after, what do you think? English? German? No, neither one. It is after Mandarin. Spanish is the official language, or the national language, in at least 21 countries, including Spain and most of Central and South America. Spanish is one of the 6 official languages of the United Nations, and Spanish has numerous dialects, with variations in vocabulary, pronunciation, and even grammar. Some of the major dialects include Castilian, which is the standard variety of Spanish, but also Latin American Spanish, Mexican Spanish, even Argentine Spanish. Spanish uses the Latin script, and it consists of 27 letters. It includes the same 26 letters as English, plus the letter ñ, or N with a little curly Q on top of it. Spanish is a more phonetic alphabet, meaning letters are generally pronounced as they are written, which can make it easier for those, like me, learning to pronounce Spanish words. Spanish is a popular language for second language learners because there are millions of people around the world who speak it. Why not become one of them also? Roman history in Spain is a rich and multifaceted tale that spans several centuries, leaving a lasting impact on the Iberian Peninsula. While we explore, let me tell you a little bit about this important history. The Roman presence in Spain began in the 3rd century BCE and continued until the fall of the Western Roman Empire in the 5th century. The Roman conquest of the Iberian Peninsula, known at that time as Hispania, again commenced in the 3rd century BCE. The Romans gradually expanded their control over the region, defeating various local tribes and kingdoms, including the Carthaginians. This conquest was marked by significant military campaigns and the establishment of Roman colonies. One of the most enduring legacies of Roman rule in Spain is the development of cities. Romans built numerous cities with impressive infrastructure, including roads, bridges, aqueducts, amphitheaters. Mérida, Tarragona, Zaragoza are notable examples of Roman cities that thrived in Hispania. The Romans introduced advanced agricultural practices to Spain, hence the development of aqueducts specifically, transforming it into a vital source of agricultural products for the empire. Olive oil, wine, wheat production, all of these flourished, contributing to the economic prosperity of this region. These agricultural legacies continue to influence Spain's economy today. Roman influence extended to the cultural and linguistic landscape of Spain. Latin became the dominant language, giving rise to Vulgar Latin, which eventually evolved into Spanish. Roman architecture, art, and traditions left an indelible mark on the Iberian culture. The Romans brought their polytheistic religious practices to Spain as well, and the region became home to various temples, shrines, and cults devoted to Roman gods and goddesses. The influence of the Roman religions persisted even after the spread of Christianity. As the Western Roman Empire faced internal strife and external threats, its control over Spain weakened. In the early 5th century, the Visigoths, a Germanic tribe, began to assert their dominance in the region, and by the year 409, the Visigoths effectively controlled much of Spain, marking the end of direct Roman rule. Roman history in Spain is a fascinating chapter in the broader story of Roman expansion and influence. It left a profound imprint on the Iberian Peninsula, shaping its cities, economy, culture, and language. While the Roman era eventually gave way to new rulers and civilizations, the enduring remnants of Roman civilization can still be seen today more than any other influence, making it an integral part of the country's historical identity. While we explore, let me tell you a little bit more about one of Spain's favorite foods, paella. Paella is a traditional Spanish rice dish that originated in the Valencian region on the eastern coast of Spain. Its roots can be traced back to the 18th century. The name paella comes from the Valencian word of the same spelling, which means pan. The dish is traditionally cooked in a wide, shallow pan, known as the paellera. Paella is not just a dish, however. It's a symbol of Spanish cuisine and culture. It reflects the use of local ingredients and culinary traditions. Paella is often prepared for special occasions and family gatherings, bringing people together over a delicious and communal meal. There are many regional variations of paella in Spain, with ingredients ranging from seafood or paella de mariscos to chicken and rabbit, paella valenciana, or even vegetables, paella de verduras. Paella has gained popularity worldwide and is a staple of Spanish restaurants in many countries. It's also commonly prepared at home by people around the globe. Some interesting facts for you about this delicious meal. A prized element of traditional paella is the socarrat. This is the crispy, caramelized layer of rice that forms at the bottom of the pan. Are you hungry yet? It is considered a delicacy. Saffron, a spice derived from crocus flowers, is a key ingredient in paella. It gives the dish its distinctive yellow color and unique flavor and smell. Authentic paella is often prepared outdoors, over an open flame, which is said to contribute to its rich flavor. In Spain and in other countries, paella competitions are held, where chefs and home cooks compete to create the best paella. These events celebrate the dish's versatility and creativity. As for the paella pans, these traditional paella cooking utensils come in various sizes, with the largest ones designed to feed a large group of people. We're talking upwards of 20. They are made of materials like carbon steel and stainless steel. In 2020, traditional rice cultivation and the art of paella were added to the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization's, aka UNESCO, Intangible Cultural Heritage of Humanity list. This recognition highlights the cultural significance of paella. Some more information for you about how paella came to be. The history of paella reflects the multicultural influences that have shaped Spanish cuisine and Spanish culture. The Moors brought rice, saffron, and other spices to this region, significantly influencing the flavor profile of this dish. The use of saffron in paella, for example, gives the rice its distinct golden hue and subtle aroma. As Valencia grew and urbanized, the paella evolved to incorporate a broader range of ingredients. Seafood, for which Valencia's coastal location was ideal, became a popular addition, leading to the creation of the paella de mariscos. This seafood paella typically includes shrimp, mussels, clams, and squid, reflecting the rich maritime resources of the region. Paella quickly gained popularity beyond Valencia, however, becoming emblematic of Spanish cuisine in its entirety. It became a staple of Spanish festivals and celebrations, where it is often cooked and shared in large communal pans. Paella's reputation as a social and celebratory dish contributed to its global recognition as a symbol of Spanish culture. As paella's popularity spread worldwide, however, chefs and enthusiasts in different countries began experimenting with variations of the dish to go along with these previously mentioned competitions. These adaptations include vegetarian paella, paella with chorizo, and even fusion versions that incorporate ingredients from other cuisines. Paella is a beloved Spanish dish, and it has become an internationally recognized symbol of Spanish cuisine. Its history, regional variations, and cultural importance make it a fascinating and delicious aspect of Spain's culinary heritage. Which one would you try? Originally, paella made in Valencia was a lunchtime meal for farmers and farm laborers, which is still true today. Valencia often does not serve paella other than at lunchtime. Workers would gather what was available to them around the rice fields. This often included tomatoes, onions, even snails. Rabbit or duck was also a common addition, but chicken less often. On special occasions, 18th century Valencians used calderos to cook the rice in the open air of their orchards near Lake Albufera. Eel and butter beans were common ingredients, and the novelist Vincent Blasco Ibáñez described the Valencian custom of eating water voles in Cañas y Barro from 1902, a realistic novel about life among fishermen and peasants near Lake Albufera. Living standards rose with the sociological changes of the late 19th century in Spain, however, which gave rise to the gatherings and outings in the countryside. This led to changes in paella's ingredients, adding more chicken, duck, and sometimes snails to the rabbit. Paella became so popular that in 1840, a local Spanish newspaper first used the word paella to refer to the recipe than the pan, according to a food historian, Lynn Ulver. It has become a custom at mass gatherings in the Valencian region to prepare enormous paellas, sometimes even to win a place in the Guinness World Records. Chefs use gargantuan paellas for these events. The largest paella in the world was made by a restaurateur, Juan Galbis, in 2001. It fed 110,000 people, according to their website. The chef said that this paella was even larger than his earlier world record paella made in 1992, which fed about 100,000 people. All of these are in the Guinness Book of World Records. Some controversial representations, though, are from non-Spanish chefs who include ingredients like chorizo in their paella, as well as other ingredients. These alternative dishes had new names according to Spanish chefs. Arroz con cosas, rice with things, is a famous alternative. The use of these different ingredients has been known to elicit emotional responses from other chefs as well as authors. In the Catalan cuisine, Josep Pla had said, "The abuses committed in the name of paella valenciana are excessive, an absolute scandal." The history of oranges in Spain is quite fascinating, though, so let me tell you a little bit about it. Oranges, particularly the sweet orange, the citrus times sinensis, have a long and complex history in the Iberian Peninsula. Oranges were introduced to Spain by the Moors during their occupation of the Iberian Peninsula from the 8th to the 15th centuries. The Moors brought citrus fruits, including oranges, of course, but also lemons with them from the Middle East. Oranges found a suitable climate in the southern regions of Spain, such as Andalusia, where they thrived. The warm Mediterranean climate was ideal for growing citrus fruits, and the orange orchards, orange groves, became common. As Christian forces gradually retook control of the Iberian Peninsula from the Moors during the Reconquista, they inherited and expanded upon the Moorish agricultural practices, including orange cultivation. Oranges from Spain, particularly the Sevilla oranges, became highly sought after and were exported to other parts of Europe. Sevilla oranges, known for their bitter taste, were used primarily for making marmalade. Oranges became a symbol of the region's cultural identity, though. The orange blossom, in particular, became associated with Andalusia and is used in various cultural and religious events, including weddings and festivals. In the 19th and 20th centuries, the citrus industry in Spain expanded significantly. Improved transportation and agricultural techniques allowed for larger-scale cultivation and the export of oranges. Valencia, in particular, became known for its sweet oranges. Spain is now one of the world's leading exporters of oranges and citrus fruits. Spanish oranges are known for their quality and flavor and exported to countries around the world. Spanish cuisine also incorporates oranges in various dishes and desserts. Orange juice is a common breakfast beverage, and oranges are used in salads, marinades, and dessert like crema catalana, which is sort of like crème brûlée, but less fat and more egg yolk and more milk. It's quite delicious. The cultivation and consumption of oranges, though, have become deeply ingrained in Spanish culture, and they remain a significant agricultural product and cultural symbol in Spain. The sweet, juicy oranges of Spain continue to be enjoyed both domestically and internationally. Now, because I live in Valencia, I have to tell you a little bit about Valencian oranges specifically. They are renowned worldwide for their exceptional flavor and quality. Sweet oranges, from Valencia, are believed to have originated in Southeast Asia and were introduced to Europe by Arab traders. In the case of Valencia, oranges were likely introduced to Spain by the Moors during their rule of the Iberian Peninsula. The region's warm Mediterranean climate, with mild winters, plenty of sunshine, provides the perfect conditions for cultivating sweet oranges. The region's fertile soil and adequate rainfall also contribute to the quality of the fruit. Valencia is known for growing several varieties of sweet oranges, including the well-known Valencia orange. It also produces other varieties such as navel oranges and blood oranges. But Valencia is a major hub for exporting sweet oranges to countries around the world. Spanish Valencian oranges are highly regarded for their sweet, juicy flavor, and they are in demand both domestically and in international markets. The orange tree is an iconic symbol of Valencia. The orange blossom, with its fragrant white flowers, is the official flower of the city and holds cultural significance. These blossoms are used in various traditions and celebrations, and oranges play a prominent role in Valencian cuisine. They are used in a variety of dishes, both sweet and savory. For example, they're used in the famous dish paella, as well as desserts like crema catalana and orange salad. Oranges are integrated into local festivals and traditions also. During the annual Fallas festival in Valencia, large sculptures, including some made of oranges, are created and displayed throughout the city before being set on fire in a spectacular event called the Crema. The cultivation of sweet oranges is a significant contributor to the region's economy. The citrus fruit industry generates employment and revenue for the local agricultural sector. In recent years, there have been an increasing focus on sustainable and eco-friendly practices in Valencia's citrus industry, including organic farming and responsible water management. Valencia oranges are not only a staple of the region's agriculture and economy, but also a symbol of its cultural heritage and a source of pride for the people of Valencia. Their sweet and juicy flavor has made them a beloved fruit worldwide. Now, let me give you a little bit of background and history about the Moorish conquest here. Also known as the Islamic conquest of the Iberian Peninsula, the Moorish conquest was a significant historical event that spanned several centuries. It began in the 8th century when Muslim forces, led by Umayyad Caliphate, crossed the Strait of Gibraltar from North Africa and invaded the Iberian Peninsula. The conquest marked the beginning of the Islamic rule in parts of modern-day Spain and Portugal. The Moors, who were of Berber and Arab descent, introduced a rich culture and intellectual heritage to the region. The Moorish conquest had profound and lasting effects on the Iberian Peninsula. It resulted in a period of culture and intellectual flourishing known as Al-Andalus, which is where we get the name Andalusia, by the way, where Muslims, the Jewish population, and Christians coexisted and contributed to a vibrant, peaceful society. This era saw advancements in science, medicine, philosophy, and architecture, with notable figures like Averroes and Maimonides emerging as influential scholars. The architectural legacy of the Moors is still visible today in landmarks such as the Alhambra of Granada and the Mezquita in Córdoba. The Moorish conquest gradually expanded across the Iberian Peninsula, with the Umayyad Caliphate establishing the Emirate of Al-Andalus in the 8th century. Over time, Al-Andalus fragmented into various smaller Muslim-ruled territories, known as taifas, due to internal conflicts. This fragmentation eventually allowed Christian kingdoms in the north to launch the Reconquista, a centuries-long effort to retake the Iberian Peninsula. Now, I found some interesting facts for us about this time. During the height of Al-Andalus, this region was known for its religious tolerance and coexistence. Muslims, the Jewish population, and Christians often lived side by side, and scholars from various backgrounds collaborated on intellectual pursuits. This period is often cited as an example of interfaith coexistence in history. The Moors also left an indelible mark on Iberian architecture. We can see this all over Spain, but especially in the south, places like Alhambra, a great palace and fortress complex in Granada, is celebrated for its stunning Islamic design and intricate tilework. The Mezquita in Córdoba also is a former mosque with a unique blend of Islamic and Christian architecture. The Al-Andalus was a center of scientific innovation during the Middle Ages also. Scholars in the region made significant contributions to fields such as astronomy, mathematics, and medicine. Their works were later translated into Latin and influenced European Renaissance thinkers. The Christian Reconquista gradually reclaimed territory from the Moors, leading to the eventual fall of the Nasrid dynasty in Granada in 1492. This marked the end of Muslim rule in Spain with the surrender of Boabdil, the last Nasrid ruler. The legacy of the Moorish conquest lives on in modern Spain, though, particularly in its culture, cuisine, and architecture. Moorish influences can be seen in traditional Spanish dishes such as paella and in the intricate tile work and arches of many historic buildings. The Moorish conquest of the Iberian Peninsula was a complex and transformative period in history, characterized by cultural exchange, intellectual growth, and architectural splendor. The legacy of Al-Andalus continues to shape Spain's cultural identity and heritage to this day. Some details for you on the Moorish influence on architecture. It is characterized by its distinctive features and intricate details. So first, the Moorish architecture is renowned for its intricate geometric patterns. We see this all over Spain. These patterns often feature interlocking designs, including stars, hexagons. These motifs can be found on tiles, plasterwork, and even in the layout of gardens and courtyards. The arches are particularly beautiful. Moorish arches are a prominent feature in their architectural designs. This horseshoe arch, known as the, quote, Moorish arch, is a classic example. These arches have a distinct shape resembling an inverted horseshoe, and they can be seen in doorways and windows, interior spaces, all over. Moorish architecture often incorporated the courtyards and the gardens as part of the integral elements of the design of the space also. These areas are typically adorned with fountains, reflecting pools and lush vegetation. The Alhambra in Granada, for example, is a famous area that exemplifies this concept, with stunning general life gardens that should not be missed. The stucco and plasterwork are also very interesting. Elaborate stucco and plasterwork are hallmarks of Moorish architecture. The intricate lace-like patterns are meticulously carved into plaster surfaces, creating a stunning visual effect. These can be observed on walls, ceilings, and even on domes. In terms of the mosaic tile work, Moorish buildings often feature these zelige in Morocco, which are mosaic tilework patterns. These colorful tiles are arranged in geometric and floral patterns, creating breathtaking displays on walls, floors, fountains, windows, door frames. Very, very beautiful and much more popular than one might think all over Spain. Arabic calligraphy is another significant element in Moorish architecture. Inscriptions from the Quran or poetic verses are often incorporated into architectural designs, lending spiritual and artistic value to the structures. Moorish architecture frequently includes cupolas and domes, often adorned with intricate tilework and geometric patterns like discussed before. These are breathtaking domed ceilings. They exemplify this feature. Many Moorish buildings incorporate fountains also for ritual purification. They're often adorned with decorative tilework and provide a functional and aesthetic purpose. The enduring legacy of Moorish architecture can be seen in numerous structures throughout Spain, particularly in places like Alhambra, the Mezquita of Córdoba, the Alcázar of Sevilla, but also in many more local structures like the town we're in today. The influence of Moorish design elements continues to captivate architects and designers worldwide, contributing to the rich tapestry of architectural history. While we explore, let's talk about some fun facts about Spain. We'll explore these on a more in-depth basis soon. The siesta culture. Spain is known for its siesta tradition, where many businesses and shops close in the afternoon for a few hours to allow people to rest and escape the heat of the day. And in Spain, there is a lot of heat. The flamenco dance. Flamenco is a traditional type of Spanish music and dance style that originates from the Andalusian region. It's famous for its passionate, raw, and expressive performances. La Tomatina! Some of you might have gone to the Tomatina festival with me, but let me tell you a little bit more about it. Spain hosts the world's largest food fight, as they say, called La Tomatina. And as you can guess, participants are throwing tomatoes, hence the name, at each other in the small town off Valencia called Buñol. Bullfighting. Although controversial, bullfighting is a traditional Spanish spectacle, with the most famous events being held during the running of the bulls in Pamplona. Multiple languages. Spain has several official languages, including Spanish or Castilian, Catalan, Galician, and Basque. Catalan is spoken in Catalonia, while Basque is unique to the Basque country. Paella. Paella is a popular Spanish dish originating from the Valencian region. It typically includes rice, saffron, and a variety of ingredients. There's seafood, but there's also chicken and snails, or simply vegetables. Well, as the sun sets over the rolling hills of Bétera, casting a warm glow upon its charming streets, we bid farewell to this idyllic town with a heart full of memories and a soul touched by its beauty. Whether you've spent your day exploring its historic landmarks, savoring its culinary delights, or simply enjoying the tranquility of its surroundings, Bétera leaves an indelible mark on all who visit. As we depart, we will carry with us the spirit of this enchanting town and the hospitality of its people, knowing that we are always welcome to return and create new memories in this hidden gem of the Valencian countryside. Until we meet again, adios, Bétera, adios. Thank you for joining me in Bétera of Valencia in Spain. For a more in-depth look at this location, as well as over 100 locations around the world, check out my Explore with Kelsey tours in the Buy Me a Coffee links in the information below this video. Happy travels! Thank you all so much for coming. Thank you for your donations, for your tips, for your PayPals. And as always, thank you for being a part of my traveling family. I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye, everyone. Don't forget to follow and like this video for more with me, Explore with Kelsey.